Lucas Dean, you're under arrest for trespassing and attempted unlawful entry. Hands behind your back.
When I bought this house, I swore I was done with HOA nonsense for good. No more grass height citations, no clipboard queens timing my trash pickup, and definitely no wannabe cops patrolling the block like they owned it. I made sure my property sat outside their little kingdom. Peace, privacy, and zero busybodies. That's what I paid for. But apparently, some people can't stand when others live free. Because right across the street sat the Hickory Ridge HOA, ruled by Pamela Garrison, the kind of woman who thought a clipboard was a crown. And she had her personal guard dog, Lucas Dean, self titled HOA Cop. Now, before we get any deeper into this wild ride, drop a comment telling me where in the world you're watching from and hit that subscribe button because tomorrow's story, yeah, it's one you don't want to miss. Lucas strutted around in a black vest labeled HOA Cop, a crooked tin badge pinned to it, and a plastic radio that didn't even turn on. For weeks, he'd circle my house in his so-called patrol vehicle, a white pickup with vinyl stickers peeling off the doors, like some low-budget version of law enforcement. I ignored him. Until that Saturday morning. I was fixing a section of the backyard fence when I heard it. The sharp jingle of keys, then click. That sound didn't belong. I bolted around the corner and froze. There he was, Lucas, standing on my porch, fumbling with a ring of keys in my front door. "What the hell do you think you're doing?" I barked. Without even looking up, he said, "Routine inspection, sir, authorized by HOA President Garrison." "Excuse me? I'm not even in your HOA." He ignored me, tried another key, still fumbling, muttering to himself. That's when I realized this guy wasn't bluffing. He was actually trying to enter my house. And let me tell you, what happened next turned my quiet Saturday into a full-blown showdown. I stepped closer, voice low but sharp. "Let me make this real clear, Lucas. What you're doing right now is criminal trespass. And if you twist that key one more time, it becomes attempted burglary." He finally turned to face me, wearing that smug, "I'm just doing my job" smirk. "We've got new enforcement policies," he said. "President Garrison says all homes visible from HOA property fall under our supervision. You'll need to hand over a key for inspection compliance." Oh, I laughed. I mean, really laughed. "You want my house key to avoid a fake fine?" "Yeah." "No." Lucas puffed his chest out and tapped his toy badge. "Your choice, sir, but refusal to comply will result in penalties." Penalties? The only thing he was about to get was an education. I pulled out my phone, hit record, and held it up. "Here's your choice, officer. Leave now, or I'll call the sheriff and have you arrested for impersonating law enforcement." That did it. His fake confidence cracked like glass. He mumbled something about checking with headquarters, like this was the Pentagon, and stormed back to his patrol truck. But I wasn't done. Oh no, not by a long shot. 10 minutes later, I marched right across the street to Queen Clipboard's house, Pamela Garrison herself. She opened the door with that tight, sugary smile people wear when they know they're in deep trouble. "Pamela," I said, showing her the video, "tell your fake cop to stay off my property. He tried to unlock my front door." Her hand shot to her chest like she was shocked. Oscar-level acting. "Oh dear, that must be a misunderstanding," she said sweetly. "Lucas was just ensuring compliance." "Compliance?" I snapped. "I'm not even part of your HOA. He steps on my porch again, and the next person knocking will be the real police." Her smile dropped. "You'll regret defying us," she hissed quietly. I leaned in, smiling right back. "No, Pamela, you'll regret thinking your little kingdom extends past its borders." She slammed the door, and right then, I knew this wasn't over. People like her, they never quit. They escalate. A week passed. I figured maybe my warning had finally sunk in. Maybe Pamela and her sidekick had decided to crawl back under their HOA rock. But nope, because that next Saturday morning, guess who was back? Yep, Mr. HOA Cop himself, parked across the street, engine idling, sunglasses on, just staring at my house like he was guarding Fort Knox. No clipboard this time. No excuses. Just that look, the kind that says I'm about to do something stupid. I tried to ignore it, I really did. But then I heard it, that same metallic jingle. Click. My blood ran cold. I grabbed my phone and sprinted for the door. Before I even got there, I heard another sound. This time, the lock actually turned. A sharper, cleaner click. The key was working. My heart dropped. By the time I burst out, my front door was cracked open an inch, and there he was. Lucas Dean, caught red-handed, halfway through unlocking my door like it was some kind of inspection drill. "Hey!" I barked, but what he saw next froze him in place. Because standing just inside the doorway was my wife, Deputy Lauren Brooks, still in full sheriff's uniform, badge shining, sidearm holstered, calm as a saint who just walked into a crime scene. And in her left hand, a sealed arrest warrant for him. You should have seen Lucas's face. The color drained out of it like someone pulled his batteries. Lauren didn't even raise her voice. "Sir," she said firmly, "are you aware you're attempting to enter a private residence without consent?" Lucas stammered. "I. I'm with the HOA Enforcement Division, authorized under President Garrison's inspection order." Lauren's eyes narrowed, tones still calm but lethal. "That's not an inspection order. That's trespassing. And that shiny badge on your vest, if it's fake, that's impersonating a peace officer." The neighbors had started to notice. Curtains were moving, cameras were out, and just when Lucas thought things couldn't get worse, Lauren reached for her radio. Lauren's voice stayed steady, the kind of calm that makes grown men panic. "Dispatch," she said into her radio. "This is Deputy Brooks. I've got a male suspect attempting forced entry at my residence. Claims HOA authority. Requesting backup for trespass and impersonation." Lucas's knees almost gave out. He started babbling. Ma'am, this is all a misunderstanding. President Garrison told me this property was non-compliant." Lauren cut him off, eyes locked. "The misunderstanding is you thinking you have any authority here." By then, I was on the porch behind him, camera rolling. "You were warned, Lucas, remember, last week?" He turned, trembling, muttering something about just following orders. But it was too late. Within minutes, 2 sheriff's cruisers rolled up, lights flashing like a 4th of July parade. Lauren didn't even blink. "Ma'am, step back before you join him in custody." Pamela froze mid-scream. Neighbors gasped, cameras everywhere. And that's how the so-called HOA enforcement officer got hauled off for real enforcement. Criminal trespass, impersonating an officer, and attempted unlawful entry, all while still wearing his dollar store badge. But oh, it didn't stop there, because when a fake HOA cop gets caught trying to break into a deputy's home, the fallout doesn't just hit, it detonates. By the next afternoon, the sheriff's office confirmed everything. Lucas wasn't licensed, wasn't employed by any one official, and that HOA patrol truck, just his personal pickup with stickers he ordered online. Pamela's emails leaked soon after, showing she'd authorized him to enforce compliance by any means necessary. Yeah, those 5 words ended her career faster than a lawnmower on turbo. The HOA board voted her out 9-0. She left screaming about lawsuits while no one even looked up from their folding chairs. Lucas got 2 years in county, 15 grand in fines, and 3 years probation. Pamela, suspended sentence, banned from every HOA in the state. And me, I got my peace back. Quiet mornings, coffee on the porch, no clipboards, no fake badges. Sometimes the neighbors still ask, "Did that guy really try to unlock your door?" I just smile. Yep, now he's unlocking his jail cell. If you love this story of HOA karma served cold, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because tomorrow's tale makes this one look like a warm-up.